Hey guys, it's your girl Brandy, aka Brandy4. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, as promised, I'm coming to you with a Casa Amor recap for Love Island USA Season 3. So, let's just get into it. So, the first Casa Amor episode, the boys get a text message saying that they get to have a little boys brunch so they can get away from the villa. And of course, the girls are feeling mad salty about it, until they get a text message saying that they have to sneak away to the Casa Amor villa. So when the boys came back to the villa, they see that there are new girls in the villa in place of the original girls. And the original girls, they go to Casa Amor villa where they meet new boys. Very exciting. So yeah, let's just break everything down. So basically we saw throughout the episodes that Josh was first interested in getting to know Genevieve, the new girl Genevieve. It seemed like she was into Josh as well. But it turns out that apparently Genevieve and Shannon have some history outside of the villa. And honestly, I just thought that was a little weird, a little messy, especially since she said that she has some interest in Josh. So I was like, that's your friend, but you have interest in him and you're actually admitting to that. And it's not like she didn't see the episodes from beforehand, like she had to. So she saw that Josh was into Shannon, but still made it clear that she had some interest in Josh. But whatever. And then you also saw that Josh was trying to get to know Flo as well. At first, I honestly thought that he was going to try to pursue one of those girls, because before they, left to go to Casa Amor, him and Shannon had a conversation where he was just like, I am still going to get to know other people and I hope that you're okay with that. Even though I know we're strong, I'm still going to explore my options a bit. I mean, fine, whatever. But, Shannon was all types of pissed about that and was just like, what the hell? Why are you still exploring options when I'm your only option, basically? So yeah, he got to explore his little options or whatever. But he said, you know what? I think I still have this super strong connection with Shannon. And yeah, no one is making me feel the way Shannon does. So he stuck by his girl, which I respect and which I'm glad he did. At first I was like, I don't trust Josh, which I still in the back of my mind, I kind of don't, because he just seems like a very young boy. I don't know. He gives me very young, childish vibes and like F-boy vibes. But, to each their own. And Shannon, she was not really getting to know the guys like that either. So eventually, during the recoupling episode, they both did not recouple. So Josh and Shannon are still together and still thriving. And honestly, it's crazy because my opinion totally changed on the both of them, because at first I just didn't trust that their relationship was strong at all. But as the episodes went on, I was just realizing that they are a good match for each other. So I do support Shannon and Josh. Do I want them to win? No, not really. But yeah, I think they're a cool couple and I think they will last for long. And so, since Genevieve, she couldn't, couple up with Josh because that would be mad fake, she decided to pursue Jeremy. Why is Jeremy still here? I don't know. I'm still very annoyed that they saved him over Giovanni. Giovanni could have been bringing a beautiful girl back to the villa. He could have brought Kay back to the villa. But no, of course, we're stuck with Jeremy, with Genevieve. How unfortunate. And then, yeah, so after Genevieve and Jeremy had coupled up from that last episode, you see Shannon whispering, poor boy. Like referring to Jeremy as poor boy since he couples up with Genevieve. It was crazy. I mean, it turned out that they had some issues. I don't know if Genevieve was like talking mad crap about Shannon. I don't know what the issue was, but it looked like they resolved it. But then there was more drama towards that end of yesterday's episode, it was weird. I don't know. Genevieve is just weird. I don't know. I don't understand that PA white girl drama. I don't know. Next. And then let's shift focus to Olivia. Oh my gosh. First of all, can Olivia please just go home? Like, I just don't... she does not know what she wants. She literally doesn't know what she wants. And I just think she's just telling random people that she likes them when she actually doesn't. I don't think she likes any of these people, truthfully. I just think she's very confused. I don't even think she's playing a game. I just think she's very confused. Like, she just doesn't know what to do and who she actually finds attractive. Or if she does know, she doesn't pursue them on time. It's like kind of too late. But whatever. So in Casa Amor, she gets to know Cameron. And Cameron is like that artist guy. And I don't really know how I feel about them together. Actually, I know how I feel about them together. I don't really see them being a good match. I didn't see them being a good match at all because I just personally don't think Olivia is into black guys. I don't know. It's weird because like black guys definitely are into her, but like she's totally not into black guys, in my opinion anyway. It just seems that way. And so it kind of seems forced, which is why she ended up not bringing him back to the villa because yeah, it just seemed forced. But I'm also just curious as to why she didn't try to get to know any of the white guys from Casa Amor. I don't... like, she had all those attractive men that she could have tried to get to know, and instead, she decided to come back to the villa by herself, making her vulnerable to being dumped from the island. I don't understand. That is such a weird move. Like, did she not know? Like, what if they were like, oh, if you're single, you're dumped? Like, she really just did not care at all. And then afterwards, when she came back to the villa, she randomly tells Korey that she's into him. And I'm like, huh? Since when was she ever into Korey? And they're just such a weird couple because like Korey just seems a lot less mature than she does. Like, she just seems way more mature than Korey and looks more mature than him as well. So it looks weird. They don't look like they would be a great couple. Their personalities are kind of just, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe they would work because they do kind of have like deadish personalities, but like can be fun if they want to. I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, meanwhile, back at the villa, Korey, he was, exploring all his options because, he was single. And at first he was seeing Florida, but Florida ended up liking Jeremy. So, he was like depressed for a couple of episodes. So when he found out the new girls were coming to the villa, he was having a blast. He was having the best time of his life. And it showed me a different side of Korey, which I like. And yeah, so basically he was trying to get to know Miley Cyrus. Oh, sorry. I keep calling her Miley Cyrus. Her name's not Miley Cyrus. It's Isabel. Yes, he was getting to know Isabel, and it seemed like Isabel was really into him. It seemed like they were hitting it off. However, he had more of a connection with Leslie, the purple-haired girl. Leslie, I just don't like her or trust her. I think she is for everyone. She is for the streets. Because the way she was just kissing up on everybody, like, this is COVID season, honey. You were really just like doing the most. I don't know. She was really doing the most. Like, she was just kissing up on everyone. If it wasn't Korey, it was Cinco. If it wasn't Cinco, it was Josh. Like, she was just doing the most. I just don't trust her, to be quite honest. But yeah, he eventually chooses Leslie and couples up with her over Isabel, which I was very annoyed about because Leslie clearly was into Cinco way more than she was into him. So I don't know why he would ever choose Leslie over Isabel, who was actually into him. So yeah, made absolutely no sense. But I mean, he coupled up with her and then decided, hey, I want to actually get to know Olivia more. So there's that. I don't know what's going to happen with that situation, but Hopefully it isn't a weird situation. Fast forward, then you see Cinco. He was getting to know Leslie because Leslie's just getting to know everyone because Leslie's for the streets. Basically, there was just a lot of sexual attraction between those two because Leslie's for everyone. Leslie's for the streets. But I feel like that's why he didn't want to pursue her or couple up with her, because he saw that she was just very sexual and nothing more. That's really it. Like, okay, yeah, they made out, but that's not what he's looking for. He's looking for more than just a make-out session. And so what does he do when he gets back to the villa? He sticks with Trina, and Trina is just so happy at first. She's just like, wow, this is amazing. Well, for some more context, basically before the Casa Amor situation, Cinco and Trina, they were like having a conversation about whether he was still into Cash, since Cash had opened up to him and was finally like, hey, I'm actually still into you. So Cinco was just still, once again, very confused, stuck in the middle. And Trina was just like, so where do I stand? Cinco, once again, did not have an answer for anyone. And then that's how they just all left and nothing was resolved. Everything was up in the air and it was just a hot mess. So Cinco stuck with Trina and it was great, I guess, until, you know, he sees Cash coming with Charlie and he's just like, speechless, shook, upset. Like, you could just tell on his face he was upset. Trina saw that he was upset, and Trina was just like, yo, are you gonna tell me? Tell me right now. Do you want me or do you want Cash? And, you know, after asking him about, I would say about 50 times, he finally admits that he does not want Trina. Finally. And it's just very frustrating because Trina, she made herself look like a sad girl. And I've been saying this. Honestly, none of the Casa Amor boys were trying to bag her like that because she's a sad girl. She just looked like a sad girl. She should sign up for Sad Girls Club because this is like actually insane. Honey is still so stuck on Cinco when it's clear to everyone in the villa, including herself, that Cinco is more into Cash than her. Cinco is not really into her. He's just attracted to her. That's why. She knew this, but continued to ask, continued to question, wonder, even though she knew the answer. And then it sucks because now she got hurt in the process. If she had just told Cinco, like, hey, I'm just gonna cut this off because you clearly don't know, it would have like saved the heartbreak. She wouldn't have been as upset, you know? But instead she just waited until he finally admitted that he wasn't into her like that, which was stupid and sucks for her because she wasted so much time at Casa Amor not getting to know the guys, not grafting in the slightest. And yeah, it was just very frustrating. And then we have Cash and Charlie. Charlie is one of the new guys in Casa Amor. And Charlie was basically just telling Cash everything that she needed to hear and just being super sweet and just super sexy. And he's just a very ideal man. He's actually very sweet with his words, which is why Cash coupled up with him. However, I do think that Charlie is very dead. Personality-wise, dead. It's just, he doesn't laugh. He just says things. Where Cinco makes Cash laugh all the time. Like, they have like funny conversations, but they're also very sexy, very sensual. It's just very frustrating because after Cinco breaks it to Trina that he's not into her, he then tells Cash, like, straight up that he's fully into her. But now Cash is, you know, Cash coupled up. She recoupled with Charlie. So now, once again, she is in a love triangle. It just never ends with Cash and Cinco. They are always in love triangles. And it's just very annoying. And I personally don't even know what to think. I don't even know if she should just like leave Charlie for Cinco, because who knows if Cinco is gonna have his head turned once again, because he's just a very fine, attractive man. So of course women just throw themselves at him. And I really just don't know about Cinco and Cash. But at the same time, I ship them way more than I do Cash and Charlie and Trina and Cinco. So there's that. And last but not least, we have Kyra and Will. And Kyra, she's back at Casa Amor, just not really getting to know the guys. Well, she kind of started to get to know the guys, but then she was like, why am I doing this? I'm still very much into Will, and she is so head over heels for Will. Like in love with Will. Like she loves Will. But you see Will back at the villa just hitting it off with Flo. Flo is fine though. Don't get me. Flo is a very attractive girl. So I can't really blame Will. However, yeah, it's a very snake move. Will really just, he basically cheated on Kyra. The way that Kyra and Will were just locked, intertwined with each other at the villa, you would have thought they were together. They were always together. So it's just like he went from doing all of that to now making out with another girl several times, basically. But yeah, outside of challenges, they were making out, they were flirting to the extreme. It was just not a good look at all on his part. He really looked like an F-boy, and it was just whack. But then he eventually ended up coupling with Kyra, and then he did tell Kyra what happened, that they did kiss several times and blah blah. And Kyra just did not care in the slightest. I mean, she cared, but like she was just like, whatever, that's still my man, which I don't really understand. But yeah, whatever. The new couples after Casa Amor are Kyra and Will, Cinco and Trina, Cash and Charlie, Korey and Leslie, Olivia by herself, Jeremy and Genevieve, and Shannon and Josh. Overall, my thoughts on this Casa Amor week, I was honestly not impressed. I was kind of disappointed, to be quite honest. And I'm saying that because I honestly think last season's Casa Amor was more interesting. For one, I think they had an episode like every day showing the Casa Amor. It was longer last season. And two, people recoupled last season. People weren't afraid to like recouple with other people. So it made it more interesting. This season, everyone was so scared to recouple. For instance, Trina, she didn't get to know anyone, even though she should have gotten to know people. She could have recoupled easily. Cinco, he could have recoupled with Leslie just to break the love triangle between him, Trina, and Cash, but instead stuck with Trina. And Olivia, she didn't even couple. Like, what? Will, he would have coupled. I feel like he would have recoupled with Flo if Cinco had recoupled. But no one wanted to recouple. So Will would have looked like the only bad guy in the situation if he had recoupled. So I feel like he didn't do it for that reason. I think he actually liked Flo, but he didn't do it because he knew he would have looked like a really bad guy and the only bad guy. And that's why I'm a little disappointed, because it could have made things a lot more interesting. And yeah, the Casa Amor week, it just seemed so short and very rushed. Like extremely rushed. Like the recoupling was over in like 5 minutes. It was so fast. It went by extremely fast. So I didn't like that. I was very disappointed. Like last year, the anticipation was like much higher. Like I was looking forward to it last season. It was like really good last season compared to this one. And I wasn't really excited seeing any couples reunite this season, so it was kind of just like, eh. I think I was the most excited for Shannon and Josh, to be honest, and that's like different than what I usually am excited for. I was actually very excited for them compared to everyone else. So that says a lot. So yeah, that's my whole recap for Casa Amor Love Island Season 3 of the USA. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on this Casa Amor week. Let me know who you had wished who would couple up with or recouple up with, or if you like the couples that are coupled up now. And make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Also, please make sure you follow me on Instagram at Brandy4 with 3 R's because, you know, I'm trying to get my followers up a little bit. And yeah.